social sugar. Today, I will be sharing how I built our first ever YouTube channel for the club. This is exciting for many reasons. I'll share my personal experience through the journey, some of my brand strategy choices, and results and benefits of the experiment. That sounds good? Can I get a yes? Excellent. Believe it or not, folks, I am more comfortable behind the camera. I spent the first 20 years of my career as a traditional marketing and brand strategist. I then realized video is here to stay and I needed to get in front of the camera. So doing this first YouTube channel for the club, it brought up a lot of fear. Why? Because I am so used to giving direction and it's weird to do those talking head videos when you first get started. So how did I conquer it, or I am conquering it? One way is to be your authentic self. On my Sugar Please website, I didn't want to go right talking to camera, so I decided to dance in the header of my website so people can see my personality and know that I want to work in fun, dynamic places, not a corporate setting. And I think it's a great introduction. So I used that theory when building our channel. And the second thing about fear is we have heard this so many times, and you can take all the classes you want, but you have to just do it. Mara is a fantastic example of this. I begged her to do our welcome video. She was fantastic, as I suspected. And then she launched her very own YouTube channel just recently. She promotes financial literacy for children. So after this meeting, I'd love for you all to go over to her channel, show her some love and subscribe. Great job, Mara. If this is inspiring you to build a YouTube channel, the resource I used is Think Media. It's a fantastic YouTube tutorial and it's free. Can't be better than free. All you have to do is go to YouTube, type in Think Media, and like I shared in my Visualiza speech, if you pull up a project, your YouTube channel, follow Think Media, hit play, pause, do, you will have your very first YouTube channel by the end of that video. You will have a YouTube channel in an hour. How amazing is that? On to some brand choices. There are 5 universal visual elements. Branding is its own topic, its own speech. We can get into messaging and whatnot, but today we're just going to talk about the visual elements. Number 1 is a logo. Toastmasters is very traditional. I cannot play with the logo. I can tweak it a little bit in social media, but for our YouTube channel, I have to use it just as is. They have a published brand guideline. However, if you're doing your own channel, I encourage you to experiment like Google. They keep their main logo, but they do some fun things with adding turkeys for Thanksgiving, and they really show their style in their logo. Number 2 is a color palette. I think everyone should have a color palette, even if you're not in business yet, because it sets a personal tone. When people see my videos, they know it's going to be black, red, white, teal. They see my website, they see that. They see my speeches, they see that. So not only am I producing content under the brand guidelines of whomever I'm dealing with, an organization or Toastmasters, but I'm also branding myself at the same time. Fonts. This is an important one. Fonts are like your digital signature. So I encourage you all to pick a font that you like and use it in your emails and your signature. For Toastmasters, we have to use Gotham. That's a paid font, but they let us creators use Myriad Pro, which is a free font. So usually for any of the fancy paid fonts, you can cheat in Google and find a free lookalike. And you'll never see Toastmasters, for instance, in a scripted font that goes against their clean corporate image. Number 4 is brand imagery. When I talked to Jean, our founder, I said, what do you want to see in our brand imagery? And she said, I'd like to see Mount Rainier and the Space Needle. Well, as I'm scrolling through Google, the skyline photos are beautiful, but they all look the same. So what did I do? I used a cool filter on this image, so it'll kind of go with the Toastmasters cool blue. And then I also did another filter to, it's not quite a cartoon and it's not quite an image. There's a little bit of blur. So as people are scrolling through all those images, I hope when they see ours on our YouTube, on our website, it looks the same all the time. And they go, wow, that's Public Speaking Northwest Toastmasters. Number 5 is graphics. This is very important, especially when we're talking about YouTube. People are scrolling within seconds. So you'll notice in the first image, all of my member speeches and evaluations, they go into the computer graphic like Nancy on the top image. Number 2 is our member spotlight. I have an actual spotlight shining down on our beautiful members. You can't miss it. And lastly, when we're doing congratulations or Nancy's Triple Crown Award or our Distinguished Toastmaster, I like to do the traditional confetti and balloons because everybody knows confetti and balloons is a party. Now, can anyone guess what my, not the traditional, but my secret branding element is, my personal brand element? Maria, you want to unmute and take a guess? You're muted, Maria.
Having a black background.
Oh, that's in the arsenal, but you're so close. Please mute. Thank you. My personal brand secret sauce is add sugar. I highlighted it in the title. Sugar is that je ne sais quoi that I spoke about in the Visualize the Speech. It's that natural piece of you that when you're doing it, it feels great, but on camera, you feel weird. That's what we want. It's your authentic self coming through. Don't try to be a host or a perfect actor. Just be you and add some sugar into whatever you're working on, your speech or your YouTube channels. It's really fun and people get to get a glimpse of your real personality. What are the results and benefits of this experience? They were many, but the top ones were, let's celebrate. We posted 55 videos to date, 55 speeches and videos and awards. That is an amazing accomplishment. Another great thing, out of order, is our new members are coming out of their comfort zone. Marcus, Leah, Anna, they are giving their speeches at record-breaking speed after joining the club. I think all of you gave your speech within 30 days or less of joining. That is amazing. And lastly, we're getting new members. That's the best part of this. Part of my strategy is to tie into District 2 and Toastmasters International social media. So people are watching us, and that's a great thing. So folks, YouTube is here to stay. Don't be afraid of it. Go to Think Media, build your YouTube channel. And the last question I have for you today is, what are you waiting for? Madam Toastmaster.